Hello, Fantastic Beasts fans. So today I offer you a correction video to a correction video. First time for that. But this one is great because it includes a new clip from JK Rowling herself. I'm Susan Chapal with Fantastic Secrets Behind Fantastic Beasts to bring you the clues. Join me and other Fantastic Beasts fans here on the Beast Chaser Forum as we uncover the secrets, discover what's coming first, and play along with Rowling's newest game. And make sure you hit the subscribe button as well as the bell notification so you'll be notified when videos post and won't miss out on the next clues. So there was quite a bit of confusion in fandom following the release of the Comic-Con trailer regarding the beast Newt is seen trying to corral. Even my corrected video didn't get the animal quite right. And I have WizardWho to thank for setting us all straight. WizardWho lives in Beijing and has been a Harry Potter fan for decades, as well as covering news of the wizarding world for a very long time. As she's not only Chinese, but knows mythology, she was able to quickly find the correct beast when Warner Brothers in China identified it as a ZouWu. And here is JK Rowling talking about it in a newly released clip from Warner Brothers.
In Chinese mythology, there's a Chinese bestiary that is utterly fascinating. The ZouWu is terrifying if you're a normal human being, and Newt Scamander like a big kitten. This is how it's described in Chinese mythology. Gigantic elephant-sized cat, 5-coloured. It really does take a Newt Scamander to contain and look after that beast.
Gigantic elephant-sized cat, 5-colored. Both the TaoWu and the ZouWu seem to be described in very similar ways in mythology. Large, feline animals, long hair, very long tail, and tusk, which is why I think there was confusion in the first place. Plus, the fact that there is almost nothing in English on the ZouWu, and even very little in Chinese. If Rowling wanted us to work for this clue, she sure picked her beast well. Aside from the name, the other thing I got wrong in my last video was the personality. While the TaoWu is mostly considered an evil creature and is listed as one of the 4 fiends, the ZouWu is quite peaceful. According to WizardWho, who consulted the same bestiary Rowling did, it's a gentle beast that would never harm any living being and only eats meat from animals who died naturally. She later added it can travel 1,000 miles a day as well. Also, legend has it as a lucky sign of foreign lords to pledge allegiance to the emperor. She also said that the ZouWu is one of their lesser-known mythical creatures, and she was quite surprised by Rowling including it in the film. I'd also speculated that Newt was luring it with what looked like a squirrel, so now we know that would have to be a dead squirrel, which fits the image. I still believe that the ZouWu is the animal we see hidden on the screenplay cover, as, again, the descriptions are so similar, and I was comparing the screenplay animal to the one in the trailer anyhow. But now, knowing the true nature of the ZouWu, I believe it's also another play on a couple of Rowling's favorite themes, of how appearances can be deceiving, and how we make beasts of others who are different than us. Also, as I've noted a couple of times, with Jacob being a nomad, he'll need some magical transportation to keep up with the team. I've speculated on his alchemy as one such method, and more recently on travel via suitcase portkey. Now I'm wondering if Rowling is perhaps planning multiple vehicles for our cuddly nomad, and if a fast-traveling, big, cuddly, snarly ZouWu might figure into future plans. Also, WizardWho offers this fabulous theory. Could the ZouWu be released by Credence? We saw the scene when Credence hit a cage full of creatures on the first trailer of FB2. It seems like he could be trying to free slaved beasts from the circus. I really think she's onto something good here. Ezra Miller has indicated in interviews that Credence is coming to terms with what happened to him in FB1, and that includes a certain anger and distrust of the wizarding world. I still believe it's a huge hint toward FB3 going to China, especially considering that Eddie had to learn one word in Mandarin to speak to it, which alas got cut. Plus, Catherine Waterston noted in the same interview that JK Rowling knew a ton about what was going on in China at this time. Also, the Rowling Library posted this interview from a year ago where Rowling spoke with a popular Chinese show to promote the films. The film crew traveled to the UK to interview not only Rowling, but Eddie Redmayne as well. As Rowling is known for giving few interviews, the Rowling Library speculates this one may have served as a test for the market in China. And pondering about Chinese settings might also be why she had this mountain in China as a header on her Twitter homepage a few months back. Thanks to Mr. Bartolozzi for the great catch on this one. Finally, there's the symbolism of the ZouWu as a pledge of allegiance from a foreign leader to the emperor. Rowling did say in the interview that Newt not only contained the beast, but looked after it. As China was a key part of the Allied resistance fighting against Japan in World War II, I'm wondering if Newt and team could return the ZouWu to its homeland in FB3 as a sign of cooperation and partnership in fighting against Grindelwald's growing threat, perhaps to Shanghai, as it was invaded by Japan in 1932 and was the site of China's first active resistance. Thanks so much to WizardWho for all this wonderful information. You can check her out on Twitter here. So what do you think? Would you like to pet the ZouWu? And what city in China would you like to see in FB3? I'm voting on Shanghai. Please share your thoughts in the comments. And please check out my new fan shop on Amazon for books and Funko Pops and wands and all things Fantastic Beasts. Until next time.